Hi, this is lecture 2 Academic Ielts. In this video, I will discuss about the mark distribution system. You guys know that there are 4 parts in Ielts: speaking, listening, reading and writing, and every parts have different marking criteria, different types of scale. If you want to get 40 in speaking section, you have to correctly answer 40 marks. If you want to get 9 in speaking sections, if you want to get 8.5 in listening section, you have to correctly answer 37 to 38. In the reading as well, there are different types of mark distribution scale. You have to check this thing before your exam, and it will help you to upgrade yourselves. What is your mistakes, what is your desired marks in the IELTS sections, and you can improve yourself in the home by practicing yourself. Now come to the writing section. In the writing part, you have to answer 2 tasks. Task 1, you have to answer, this is a description type of task. You have to answer a graph or pie chart or any kind of diagram you have to describe, and you need to answer within 150 words. And in this task 1 part, you will get 20 minutes. In the task 2 is for essay type task. You have to answer argumentative or opinion type or bad side, good side, demerits, blah 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 type of. I will discuss all these things briefly in the other lectures. You will get some idea. Now come to the point. This 20 minutes and 40 minutes, it doesn't mean that examiner is give you the question for task 1. After 20 minutes, he or she will collect your papers. That doesn't mean. The examiner give you full 1 hour for task 1 and task 2. Normally task 2 is containing more than 60% of the marks, and you have to answer more than 250 words essay. You have to write 250 word essay. So we assume that you have to spend 20 minutes for the task 1 and 40 minutes for the task 2. But if you want to spend 35 minutes for the task 1 and rest of the minute for the task 2, it totally depends on you. You have to practice a lot in the home, and then you will decide what you should do. Okay, now come to this equation. This equation is for calculating how the examiner will give you the mark. As I already mentioned, that task 1 is contain X marks and task 2 is double, so they will follow these equations. If you get 5 in the task 1 section, and if you get 6 in the task 2 section, 6 into 2, 12 divided by 3, and what will you guys can calculate these things. This is actually your final writing section mark. And then these marks, you have this in for these marks, you can match this chart. Then you can understand what you get particular in writing sections. Okay, I think this is enough for writing. I will discuss these things in the later, and I will upload this paper link in the description. You can download these things and check the distribution marks. Okay, now come to the books and practice. Obviously, you should practice yourself in the home. The more you practice, the more you have chance to get good marks in IELTS sections. So you should follow some books. Obviously, there are extremely good books you can collect through the internet, and Cambridge IELTS give you the opportunity. They already published 1 to 14 books. Cambridge IELTS 1, 2, 3, 4 and blah blah blah, 14 different books, and every books have 4 individual tests. That means 4 into 4, 16 tests. You can set for 4 different full size of test, so you can improve yourself by testing it. But 1 to 6 number Cambridge IELTS 1 to number 6 or 7 have different types of systems. After Cambridge IELTS exam, today Cambridge IELTS follow after the 6 books, number 7, 8, 6. So I prefer to practice you guys from 7, 8, 9, 10. You can collect these things from internet, or you have to buy these individual books. And in the listening part, you can practice yourselves from the internet, because if you go to YouTube and write down Cambridge IELTS listening, Cambridge IELTS 7 listening test 1 or 2 on 3, Cambridge IELTS 8 listening test 1, 2, you can find a video, and there are plethora of videos over internet. You can practice the listening part from there. but in the reading sections you have to print as a PDF file, then you have to sit for exam and practice. I'll discuss all these things individually after, so you can understand what should your approach. Now I already have mentioned the time management system. This is the time management system. The examiner will give you 40 minutes for listening exam, and 1 hour for reading, 1 hour as well for writing, and in the speaking section you will get 15 to 20 minutes. And these things obviously totally depending upon the examiner. It is not mandatory that they will give you 15 or 20 minutes. It is totally depend upon the examiner, he or she. Now I will give you the papers and PDF files, link in the description. By the way, I will give you actual reading testing paper and writing task 1, task 2 exam sample papers. You please download these papers from the internet, from the description I am given below, and you have to practice yourselves in the home. It will help for you in the exam day. So thanks for today.